I'm Anya.
And I'm Maddie.
And we're Tweeks.
Twin
Teen Geeks. So, cosplay. Everyone knows what cosplay is. Because you can't walk 2 feet into a con without seeing a geek in a costume.
But it's also a lot of hard work. I mean, even if you do have good sewing skills, unlike us, it still takes a lot of time and a lot of effort.
And for us, we have to source patterns, fabrics, and a seamstress.
But the good thing is that Joann's Fabrics just came out with all new geeky fabrics that are good to just add some geek flair to your regular clothes.
McCall's Cosplay has a website where you can buy patterns and fabrics that are great for cosplaying, Halloween, or dance and other performances.
McCall's is actually a sewing pattern company that makes sewing patterns for just regular clothes and everything. They've just decided to do Cosplay by McCall's because they realized that so many people are using their patterns for cosplaying. And they thought, why don't we just cater to the people? On Tuesday, they released 3 new patterns for cosplaying: Cloak X, Flight, and Trenched.
A famous and renowned cosplayer named Yaya Han,
who you might recognize from the Cosplay 3D movie or from our video on it,
has a line of cosplay fabrics that are great for bodysuits and steampunk fashion.
These fabrics don't just have to be for costumes. You can nerd up your everyday wear.
It's geek couture, and you won't be twinning it with anyone because you made it yourself, and that's super cool.
For those of you who want to go all out, McCall's has Victorian style patterns, so you can do steampunk versions of your favorite characters. Steampunk Black Widow? Yes, please.
Now, as we said before, McCall's is releasing 3 new patterns. Cloak X is like a cloak cape kind of pattern thing, and it's super cool. You can layer it on top of your medieval dresses or other outfits. It's great for Game of Thrones cosplay. Flight is a pattern for these big giant wings that are like super cool and feathered. Anyway, you could use black wings to make a supernatural angel costume. You could be like Castiel, pair it with a trench coat that you made yourself. Or you can use white wings and be the flying blue cat Happy from the anime TV show Fairy Tail. And finally, Trenched is this big trench coat jacket kind of thing. Because it's so vague, you can make anything from it.
It's really long too.
You can maybe make a Doctor Who coat or something like that. Or you can make a Captain Hook coat from Once Upon a Time if you don't button the buttons.
And you just kind of leave it there. They have everything from hoop skirts to Civil War uniforms to Frozen patterns. You name it, it's there.
When you buy a pattern, it comes with super easy, simple step-by-step instructions on how to make the costume.
Cosplay by McCall's sells patterns for a leotard with a optional skirt kind of thing. It kind of looks like an ice skating costume. But in case you don't want to use it for like an ice princess cosplay, it's just her favorite movie. So, Anya, do you want to do an ice princess cosplay?
I'll do my hair in a little bun, and I do like the blue dress with like the sparkly arms, and then a tiara, and then the broken white ice skates.
Anyway, if you don't want to do an ice princess costume, they have this one design, which is long sleeves, kind of like a faux turtleneck kind of thing. And if you cut off the sleeves, and you sew it with some white fabric, add some purple accents, killer She-Hulk costume. Minus the green skin, because you can't sew that.
My favorite pattern on the website was Mrs. Zippered bodysuit, and it was actually made by Yaya Han for her cosplay collection. It's super cool, and there's so many different things you can make from it. In the picture on this site, they used black fabric, and if you keep that black fabric, add a utility belt, some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. patches, and make your own stingers, you'd have a killer Black Widow costume. Another example is that you could use white and red accents on the suit while using a white hood pattern from the website, and then wear blue, teal, light blue flats, and you have yourself a Spider-Gwen costume.
Designed another bodysuit with an optional skirt, and they have 2 examples, a Poison Ivy and a Harley Quinn, which both look fantastic, by the way.
And it's so easy.
I love the shoes.
You just use different colors, you can use different shoes. There's so many different things.
You could easily be a Hamilton character. You could be Samuel Seabury. He's yelling about his farmer refuted. Heed not the rabble, scream revolution. They have not your interest at. Oh my God, chaos and bloodshed are not a solution. Don't let them lead you astray. There you go. Cool costume.
You could also be Hercules Mulligan and sew your own pants because you're a tailor's apprentice.
And your pants look hot. A lot of this stuff is pretty Ren Fair, but maybe you're in with the loot and drag in the crowd and you'll like that kind of thing.
Here is a really pretty costume. I think this is just so lovely. You can also use this as like a Gallivant or Game of Thrones cosplay. Or Once Upon a Time. On the website, they also have this really cool costume. It's not Once Upon a Time, but it's totally the whole like Regina like pantsuit thing. She wears when she's
by the way,
riding horses.
They have, because this totally isn't Regina from Once Upon a Time with the apple and the trees in the background that looks like the theme music, whatever. Speaking of this kind of thing, for Merida, for adults and children. They also have like a Cinderella one from like the new movie.
If you use the correct pattern for dresses, you can be a Disney princess if you change out the colors. Like, you could be Mulan.
You could be a Downton Abbey character. She looks like this one character. I'm forgetting her name.
Oh, dude, the breakfast trays.
I don't know what you're doing, but you could be one of the early season Downton Abbey housemaids.
Or
if you took the skirt and you kind of puffed it out a little bit more, you could be Mrs. Lovett. You could use the corset. Sweeney Todd costumes, also good for that. Right here, we got a P&P costume. NZ.
If you so choose.
This literally looks exactly like a costume from the movie.
If I took this pattern, I would make it a Kitty Bennett costume, and then so I'd be like different from everyone else. I'd be like, is she Charlotte? Is she Mary? Is she Jane? I wear cat ears.
Charlotte's not one of the sisters.
I know, but she wears the same clothes as everyone else, you idiot.
Well, if I dressed up as Kitty Bennett, I'd wear one of these costumes, and if someone's like, oh, which Bennett sister are you? I just start coughing, and then people will be like, oh, she's Kitty Bennett. I love Kitty.
I like Kitty and the Lizzie Bennett Diaries the best, because she's an actual cat.
I love the Lizzie Bennett Diaries. We really want some, like, Agent Carter style costumes.
From, like, the 40s.
Cosplay by McCall's. So, I don't know about you, but we're really excited about these patterns, and we want to get out our sewing machine, get some patterns, and start sewing ourselves.
We can't wait to see all of your creations, so send us what you made.
And also, any people who sew out there, if you could please make us some stuff, that would be fantabulous.
So that's all for now.
Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, Periscope, and like us on Facebook.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
And check back every Thursday on ComicMix.com for new videos.
Bye!